So Kane returned this week on Smackdown. It's been the talk and the rumours and everything else in between of the pro wrestling world this week. Of course, there's been fake graphics for a match at Saudi Arabia, and we've basically found out why Kane was here, and it was to hype the Royal Rumble. The big red machine coming down to the ring, talking up the Rumble, how important it is. It's his favourite event of the year, about his record of the most eliminations, getting immortality at WrestleMania. But he was interrupted by the Firefly Funhouse and Bray Wyatt saying how horrible it is to take comfort out of people's pain, and that's horrible. Basically, we found out that Ramblin' Rabbit is alive. He's currently on an infusion of carrot juice, which is really pleased to hear. I want to know how Ramblin' Rabbit got back in the Firefly Funhouse, though. That's something I think we all need to know at this point. Of course, Bray Wyatt then pointed at the Universal Championship, saying whoever wins has to face the Fiend. And then he realised that over his shoulder was the picture of Kane. And he really coolly said, oh, basically, Kane, if you're up here, that means you got it on with the Fiend already. And then out of nowhere, we got these amazing flashbacks to Bray Wyatt versus Kane's past, almost like we got with Daniel Bryan before. Of course, the Fiend then made an appearance in the arena, showing up in the middle of the ring. Kane was stood there waiting for the Fiend to come down the ramp, but of course the Fiend came through the ring again. Basically, this was I tell you what, honestly, it's so rare in WWE now that you actually get a segment which shocks you, and the way the camera's angled, looking back at it, is perfect, because you see the Fiend over Kane's shoulder, and Kane just picked up the mic and said, "What took you so long?" And before we knew anything, Daniel Bryan had come from the right of the screen and, running knee to the Fiend, started to beat down on Bray Wyatt. I genuinely love this because, of course, you don't really outsmart a Fiend, but a demon can. And Kane is the devil's favourite demon. The trap was laid for the Fiend. I absolutely love this. I think this was really well done, really well thought out. One of my favourite Fiend moments so far. And then Daniel Bryan, weirdly, the Fiend retreated through the hole in the ring that he'd come from. And Daniel was left holding dreadlocks of Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. He had them in his hand, almost like reminiscent of the Fiend ripping the hair out of Daniel Bryan. He didn't seem to have a hold greatly on the Fiend's hair, but he did manage to get a couple of dreadlocks, so I suppose that kind of makes sense. And just when you think the story is over, of course we got the tease of a Team Hell No reunion on Smackdown. Everyone wanted to see that. It happened. And then backstage, we see Daniel Bryan having an interview after this segment, after we came back from commercial. And Daniel actually said that he's challenged the Fiend to a strap match at the Royal Rumble. Definitely adding a whole new layer to this rivalry. He says he's going to change the Fiend. It's going to be interesting. Let me know your thoughts, as you always do, in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you next time. Peace!